Hey everyone, my name is the Theme Park Evangelist. It's been a very long time since I've done a How I Met Katie YouTube series video, and with summer basically a few weeks away. So, for those of you who do not know how the North works versus the South, I will go ahead and tell you guys that up north, the official start of summer is Memorial Day weekend. Now, down south, it's pretty much as soon as it starts getting hot, which is usually early March, mid March, around there. So, when I was there, it was actually really nice. I would say when I went, it was spring, but literally within a week or two after I got back up here, it was already getting hot, which meant that summer had arrived, even though it wasn't officially summer, according to the calendar. Floridians already say it's summer, but the North works a little differently than it does in Florida. So, with that being said, over the summer months, so June through August, early September, whatever, I wanted to do a brand new YouTube series that will discuss the history of my YouTube channel, The Theme Park Evangelist. And I also wanted to do another YouTube discussion called How I Met Venita. So Venita was a former coworker of mine from 2012 all the way through 2019. Public supermarkets in Winter Haven, Florida, right across the street from Legoland, Florida. How cool is that? And ironically, she is still currently a Publix employee and a Legoland employee. Now, you probably noticed that there is a cat on the bed. Yes, there always seems to be some kind of cat near me every time I'm YouTubing. For those of you who are new to my YouTube channel, I have been doing this whole YouTube channel thing since late 2016. I moved here to Northern Kentucky in mid 2019, and I've been living here ever since. So, been doing this YouTube series called How I Met Katie. Katie is my fiance, and Katie and I have been engaged since last November, and we are looking at getting married on August 30th, 2025, as of right now. So, excuse me, very, very excited, and that will be in Eastern North Carolina, which is where she's from. So, with that being said, I wanted to move on to my next month. I've been going month by month. I went from when I first met her officially for the very first time, all the way up until now, which I am about to discussing my 9-month anniversary with Katie. So, March really didn't have a whole lot going on at the time. We're discussing, as of right now, March 2023. For those of you who do not know, not March 2024. So, just so there's no confusion. I started dating Katie back on June 10th, 2022. So, it's been almost 2 years that we've been together. As of right now, officially, let me look at the calendar. Yeah. So, here, today's Tuesday. Tomorrow is the 8th, which is Wednesday, obviously. Thursdays. So, it will be Friday, May 10th. 1 month from then, will make officially 2 years. And also my brother's 27th birthday. How cool is that? And also, for those of you who do not know, once every work day, so Monday through Friday, around there, I am off an additional day on top of Sundays because I work for Chick-fil-A, and I am using that time to do at-home vlogs. And since Katie and I don't have the same days off, I decided I would use that opportunity to go ahead and discuss my stuff on my YouTube channel that I cannot discuss when I'm at Kings Island. Which, speaking of which, on Sundays, I will mainly be vlogging at Kings Island, as I am the official Kings Island YouTuber, as I like to joke around. But honestly, there are other people out there who like to YouTube on Sundays as well. So, Anyway, when Katie and I got into our 9 month anniversary, there was a lot of debate on whether Katie was going to join me at Red Lobster for my dad's birthday. Now I'm gonna have to go back and look and see all the photos that took place during that time frame. So I am gonna start scrolling through and finding photos. One thing I haven't not been able to do lately because sometimes my phone is dead for whatever reason, as annoying as that is, and I am not able to YouTube, or well, not YouTube, but really show everybody my pictures of Katie and I. Katie is also a public figure as well, not to the extent that I am, but 415 subscribers, by the way. But I did find some pictures, so, honestly, I will tell you right now that there are not a lot of pictures of us from March. Now, I did find some pictures on here. So, I remember one day we had gone to the Creation Museum, and this is actually at the Creation Museum, and this was after my dad's birthday. We were both working quite a bit during that time frame. We were just trying to save up and get ready for our trip to North Carolina the next month, which will be discussed in my 10-month anniversary edition of How I Met Katie, so you do not want to miss that one. In fact, I will even put down in the description, you do not want to miss the 10-month anniversary. And we also got this picture taken, so there's the two of us. We decided to wear sweatpants that day. If I remember correctly, ironically, there was an incident that happened that day at the Creation Museum. We went on a Monday, and I'm kind of glad I was not working that day because I would have had to deal with it. There's another one of us from a long distance. So, I've been hearing about Ryan Trahan's relationship with, what is her name again? I would have to go back and look. Hang on. I'm trying to remember who Ryan Trahan is married to. I should know this. So, actually, I'm going to pause it while I look that up. So, I just suddenly remembered it is Haley Pham that Ryan Trahan is married to. And they just recently went to Disney World for a trip. I don't remember what the purpose of the trip was. If it was a honeymoon, I wouldn't be surprised. Or if it was just a trip for the two of them, then I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of people commented that their relationship was so strong that it made them feel like a third wheel. Unfortunately, I don't get to do a lot of vlogs with Katie, just like Ryan and Haley don't get to do a lot of vlogs together. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that Katie and I are just so busy, all the time. Like, she works for photo effects at the Creation Museum. I work for Chick-fil-A at CVG. And the only day off that we get together for now is on Sundays. Now, that's all going to change here soon, like I said back on Sunday, if you watched my vlog, that is. Because of the fact that one thing that I'm still a little upset with Answers in Genesis about, but, I get it at the same time. They do open on Sundays starting Memorial Day weekend, so Sunday, May 27th, all the way until Sunday, September 9th this year. And the reason for that is because of the fact that they want to be open for the busier season 7 days a week. But one thing that they have started to do, or one thing that they have always done on Sundays, when they were open 7 days a week in the past, was they would basically, trying to find the right word here, they would close the museum and the Ark during the morning hours, and then they would open at 1 o'clock and then close at 7. So there are going to be days when Katie is going to be working on Sundays, and she's going to get 2 work days off, which there's a chance that we might have that one work day off together, and there's a chance that we may not. It depends. I'm always guaranteed every single Sunday off and every work day, and 1 work day off per week. The only reason why I would get more days off is if I went and requested it. Chick-fil-A is open Monday through Saturday, all year round, and I'll tell you right now, it is always busy. And my location is busy from 4 a.m. all the way till basically mid-afternoon. It's ridiculous. And on Thursdays, even worse. It's busy all day. It's just nonstop. You just have to be ready. You have to be ready to constantly take orders. Chick-fil-A is the most popular fast food chain in the entire airport. I was having a discussion with my mom over the weekend, and she was claiming that the other locations are busy too. Not compared to Chick-fil-A, they are not. The 2 busiest locations at CVG Airport, as far as food is concerned, are Starbucks in Terminal B and Chick-fil-A. And it's because what they do, everybody does, is they come in, they get their Starbucks to get some caffeine in themselves, and they go to Chick-fil-A afterwards to get their other drinks and their food. Because Chick-fil-A has some of the best food. We cannot deny that. And Chick-fil-A has some unusual drinks that you don't find anywhere else. I know one guy who comes in every single morning just for half sweet tea, half unsweet tea. And I'll see him up to 3 times in that one day. Because he loves it that much. I mean, people absolutely love Chick-fil-A. If you have checked on Chick-fil-A's Facebook page, they have over 7 million likes. No, don't get me wrong, it's not McDonald's, which is the most popular fast food chain in the entire country, but that in the world for that matter. But don't get me wrong, Chick-fil-A is still a very busy place. It's always highly popular. They never really get to catch a break. That's just the way they are. And Chick-fil-A has, like I mentioned, drinks that you can find that you cannot find anywhere else. Lemonade, tea, Sunjoy, or what they call Arnold Palmer, unsweet tea, of course. And Chick-fil-A has some really good coffee, and Chick-fil-A is also most well known for their frozen drinks as well as their milkshakes as well. So, but by far, what I've really discovered with Chick-fil-A is Chick-fil-A's number one seller for fast food has actually been the spicy chicken. Not even the original. The spicy, I mean, like, what? So, anyway, you can understand why I don't always have the time to see Katie, but trust me, when I can see her, I will definitely spend time with her. So, as far as, like, what went down on my dad's birthday, so at that point, for those of you who do not know, I was working at Meijer, and no, not me. Katie was. I was still working at the Creation Museum. That's right, I had just gone back to the Creation Museum all the time. And more or less, when I was working at the Creation Museum and Katie was working for Meijer, Katie was working nights all the time, like every single night. She was coming in between 4 to 6 p.m. every single evening and working all the way past 12 o'clock in the morning. It was ridiculous. We barely saw each other. I had to literally go over there during my breaks, her breaks, just to see her. So I would work the day shift. I've been on day shift a very long time. The last time I have ever worked late was 7 years ago at Walt Disney World. I have worked all the way till 12:45 in the morning, trust me. Been there, done that. I am used to these morning shifts. Granted, yes, I'm not used to being at work at 4 o'clock in the morning, but used to being at work at 6 o'clock in the morning, a whole new animal. Do I like the fact that I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning just to be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning? Not so much. But I am still more used to being at work at that time than I am getting to work at 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning is just so early. It's too early, for my opinion. But I also know that I work in a place where people are flying out, believe it or not, at 5 o'clock in the morning, and they want their breakfast, and they want something extremely amazing, and Chick-fil-A is at the top of the list, so I'm going to make it happen. So, anyway, both Katie and I have had to make some sacrifices for each other in the past. Right now, I'm making sacrifices for her by working at this, I guess you could say, crazy job, and pulling in all that money. And back in the day, Katie was working all those night hours, or sorry, all those long hours at night just to bring in some money. And I was making the sacrifice by willing to come in and see her on my break, even though we only got each other for 20-25 minutes. It was still better than nothing. I used to try to visit her at work, but they put an end to that. So that's the other reason why March there wasn't a lot that we were doing together. Just because of the fact that the main point of this entire vlog, if you wanted me to wrap it up in a nutshell with me coming to the 20-minute mark, my anniversary discussion vlogs with Katie typically last no more than 20 minutes. So 20 minutes maximum. Is the fact that that particular month, Katie and I learned to make the most of the time that we have together. If it's 20 minutes, we'll take it. If it's 25 minutes, we'll take it. Yesterday, I didn't see her at all. I accidentally got a bad cold last week, just not used to these early hours. Then I actually gave it to her, and for all I know, I gave it to my dad, or Katie gave it to my dad. And I'll tell you right now, with my dad being twice as old as I am, and his immune system not being the greatest, and also with him not having a bad cold in over a year, he is not doing well right now. I mean, I wouldn't say that he's dying by any means, but, you know, I would ask everybody to pray for him right now, as my dad is really trying to recover from this cold. He's been home for the past couple of days. He's been coughing like crazy. For all I know, he has bronchitis. He's been blowing his nose like crazy. So just be praying for him to recover. I've had to do extra work around here just to cover for him, because there's not much he can do right now. He's been up for over 12 hours at a time because he's not able to sleep very well at night. But I'm not here to make you guys feel bad or anything. But I did want you guys to know that, you know, my dad could do some prayers right now. And Katie is almost 100% better. Katie also has a low immune system too, and that's why she gets as sick as often as she does. But I am happy to say that come our 10-month anniversary discussion, I have a lot more better news. This is going to be all about my very first trip to Eastern North Carolina. Don't get me wrong, I've been to Eastern North Carolina before April 2023. I just had never stayed the night or anything. So now you guys get to hear all about my very first overnight stay to Eastern North Carolina, my very first time to Katie's house out there, and what I did what all I did out there. Obviously, if you want more details, go to my North Carolina vlogs, but I'm going to try to summarize everything for you in about 20 minutes next time I see you guys. So, just so you guys know, there is no vlog on Sunday this time on Mother's Day, because it is Mother's Day, so I want everybody to focus their attention on spending time with your mothers, or thinking about your mother if you don't have one, or if you're too far away from your mother. If you have the ability, buy your mother a present and mail it to her or whatever, and write her a card, write her an email, or send her an email. But I want Mother's Day to be strictly all about you spending time with your mother any way you can. Give her a call for all I care. And I will see you guys at some point next week. I don't know what my schedule is yet, as it has not been released, but it will be revealed, and you guys will see me either next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I doubt on a Friday. That would be interesting, but all right. Always remember, you can do all things through Christ strengthens you. Have a great day. Peace out.